What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Nico, hello, hello. Dark Shadow, what's up? Yeah, man. Update tomorrow. I am so looking forward to it. I'm going to put out a late night video tonight, which I hate to do, but give you all something to think about tomorrow, and that is the runes drop list. You know, because you're going to want to, the runes are target farmed, you know, and obviously you want high quality versions of them. So, ooh, looks like we lost a wall over here. I don't know. I just saw that one. I mean, I'm like culprit number one for screwing up people's names. I just happened to get yours right. So, I don't know. I actually saw it for once. For once. Yeah, the auto loot system's completely changing. I will, it probably won't be, I mean, I don't have access to it right now to do a video of it, or I would love to record that prior to the update coming out so people could reference it, but once the update comes out, of course, I'm going to be wanting to play. And speaking of auto loot, I did the ultimate derp here a moment ago, and I didn't reset my auto loot filter after switching back over from the PTR, and I looted everything last wave by accident. Gonna have to spam delete an awful lot of shit here. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, I guess. Summoner for going rogue? I mean, I think the summoner will eventually make it to going rogue, to be honest. The main thing is the loot filter doesn't really change. What changes is you can add layers. What's going to happen is, I don't know if you all already saw it, but when you open your auto loot filter, you're going to have different filters that you can enable, and each one is like exactly this. But say you want a filter that's specifically designed for like picking up offhands. So tomes, whetstones, ammo pouches, and shields. You'll have one that's labeled offhands, and all you'll have in it is this stuff selected with your requirements of like level range or upgrade range or whatever you want. This one is just a act of patience. You're going to fail this map a bunch of times. Oh, am I at 55? Yeah, I'm at 55. So I'll probably be at 57 by the time the update launches. I'm assuming I'll make like 1.5 trill today, something like that, because I'm going to be probably going to be grinding it out till late hours tonight. But the best, I would have to say, I think the best way to check the loot filter, if you're completely unsure, is because it's going to be like a day before I can get a video made. But I'm going to have to set my loot filters, and I'll do that on stream tomorrow as soon as the update hits. So feel free to swing on back by tomorrow when the update hits, and I'll be going through my loot filters. Well, there's going to be a spinning steel set for free. From me tomorrow there, Max. So some lucky winner. Well, I'll show you what I've done when I get out of this map in preparation. Now, obviously, I went a little overboard. You know, you don't need to go overboard. Leave yourself something to play tomorrow, you know? Like, I've already got everything. I mean, I've got the heroes leveled and everything. The only thing I have to do tomorrow is level summoners and grind runes. And that's it. And I did get it confirmed from Phil a couple days ago. I didn't bother putting a video out on it, but you know, the rune quality, the higher difficulty, the greater chance of a higher quality rune. And runes are going to be super duper rare. So getting an 8 out of 8 rune is going to be crazy, crazy rare. Yeah, that's the woes there, Angus. I mean, that's the first thing you should look at. The first thing you should look at is the attack rates. Yeah, runes are tradable, but they're, like I said, they're super, super rare. So, I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of 8 to 8 runes available for trade tomorrow. Well, the Archer's 2DU and designed to be used as a wall. They're propagations, so you got to have your expectations at a reasonable level for that. The Spider is without a doubt one of the most powerful defenses the Summoner has. The Ogre with the Rune is incredibly powerful as well. Eight of 8 runes. If your goal is to make gold, now I don't encourage anybody to do this because you want those for yourself. You really do. But if your goal tomorrow is to make gold, go farm 8 of 8 runes. They're going to sell for more tomorrow than they ever will. And in fact, I mean, I'll just throw it out there. I hate to do it, but I'll throw it out there. If anybody finds an 8 of 8 rune and they want gold, just come talk to me because I'm in the market. I got 0 of them right now, and we all know my RNG is so terrible that it's going to take me like a million years to get all the runes. So, I mean, anybody looking for gold, like I said, I don't encourage it because you really want those for yourself. But anybody that wants to make some quick gold, tomorrow is a fine opportunity for you. Well, I mean, dupes. I personally won't be selling any runes that I find. I'll be using them because of course I want to collect them all. But duplicate, any duplicate 8 out of 8s, I'll definitely be dishing those out. But yeah, I'm going to have, to celebrate the addition of trading, I'm going to be giving away a spinning steel set tomorrow. That's the weapon and the shield, both fully upgraded, so you don't even have to spend any money. All you got to do is equip them and start slamming faces. Start slamming faces. But yeah, I am super stoked. In fact, I want to find, I'm going to be taking, the Summoner Pet DPS is ridiculously good. Absolutely. It's incredibly good. It's going to instantly, right out of the gates, be like the 2nd or 3rd highest DPS in the game. Oh, you have no idea, Dark Shadow. I play 15, 18 hours a day some days, and I still don't get any loot. I'm pretty sure I claimed the worst RNG in the game award. It's so triggering when you see somebody that's got like 500 hours played or something, and their gear is just significantly better than mine when I'm like coming up on 3,000. It's like, oh my god. Crazy. I mean, I'm glad somebody's getting the loot. Better them than nobody. But boy, I sure would like to have it be me every now and then. When can you start split screen with your brother? No word on that yet. Still in the works, still being tested. That's probably I personally would think that that is probably one of their highest priorities. Now try doing it 18 hours a day. Thanks there, Dylan. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Glad somebody's looking out. I don't even know what to farm today. I'm thinking accessories. I gotta look through and kind of see, because now it's down. I'll be honest, this morning I didn't think the update was going to launch tomorrow. I was very pleasantly surprised. Those were little bomber pets. Alright, what do we got? That's actually a super low roll, but usable starter piece for somebody. Wrong sword, it looks like. Yep, wrong sword. Trash tier Arcanist crown. But of course... See that? Power and Fort. It's not a terrible mask. It's not a good mask, but it's not terrible. I do want to do a quick look around for books, though. Because remember, you can farm a book for your summoner right now. Because they're just the tomes that drop in the game. Oh, if you don't have a second one, absolutely propagations. You definitely want to farm another one. I'll probably be giving some of those away tomorrow, too. And not a tome on the ground, huh? Doesn't look like a single tome. Nope. Alright, well, let's bail out of here. Massacre. All the special drops are all Massacre. But prior to Massacre, you don't need any of that stuff. You don't need to farm anything. Just play and get to Massacre, you know? Alright. I mean, Arcanist is a guaranteed drop. All you gotta do is do the keep on Massacre Survival, but don't think about getting an Arcanist piece until you're ready to do Massacre anyway. You're on Xbox One without Xbox Live? Oof. Now, one of the first things I want to go for tomorrow is that LT rune, so I do want to make sure my LTs are completely jacked. And I think I might have an upgrade for those boots. Let me see. It's kind of a nope. We get more power, but then we lose it all from not having... Actually, we would get a bunch more rate, though, huh? 268... Yeah, we'd lose out a little bit on that, using that piece. That is the piece I was looking at. I think that right there is going to be an upgrade, because it's a lot more rate. Chest. I need a better minor chest, huh? The problem is I got power and rate on it. I mean, look at that one. It's like a complete lateral move. I lose 7 rate and 7 power from the passive. And I would gain, what? 12, 18... So I would gain 11 power. I mean, theoretically it's an upgrade, but what a lateral move upgrade, huh? I mean, it is an upgrade, even though it's not even a 0.5% of damage increase. I'm pretty sure. Fort and rate. Power range, that one's a low roll. Theoden. Oh, the LT rune is incredibly crazy propagations. It's one of the best runes out of the entire bit. So good. Oh, well, I mean, Massacre, mixed mode Massacre is where you get all the loot. Liking King bonus waves. 1 more month to 4 years. Damn, Theoden. Crazy. Thank you so much. Anyway, I was mentioned in the books, these tomes here, this is what the summoner is going to use for a weapon. So you can farm one of those right now. Sadly, unless they add something new, there's no passives that will work on the summoner. So it doesn't matter what passives you get. You know, thanks for the follow there, Only Demon. I do appreciate it. You did a 807 run. Damn, that's a good one, though. See, looks like I need a brace or two for this guy. What do we got there? Power Fort. I mean, that would be an upgrade. Because rate is so good on LTs. Looks like I might need to do some bracer farming today. Which one was it? Rate and range, it was that one. Oh, I knew what you meant. Nah, the little bomber comes from either Royal Gardens or Arcane Library. Royal Gardens is without a doubt the most chill farm. Where are we at now? We're at 10,000 rate now. The LTs are a very unique defense in the game. It's the one, like every defense in the game, if you get power, range, and rate, and then dump all your points and all your upgrades into power, it is going to be the best it can be. However, the LT scales really incredibly with rate. In fact, we're going to take a look at that here right now. So let's look at it as it would be tested, or as it would be being used. So fully upgraded on a fully upgraded buff beam. And that puts us at 489.4 tooltip. 489.4. Oh shit, this is the wrong damn... Wrong. I gotta change that, man. How is this guy and this guy on the same transmog? Are they on the same transmog? No, they're not. Why do I have them looking the same? That's so dumb. This is the right guy, right? Yeah. There we go. We'll just do that for now so I don't get all confused. Let's see it now. It should be a little better now. 489.4. That's exactly the same, isn't it? Or did I just switch to the wrong apprentice after? I switched to the wrong apprentice after. Okay, 489.4. If we do this, let's go with like 200 points. 490.8. All right, so I crossed the threshold. Let's find where that threshold is. What was it again? 490.8. Let's take out another 100. 490.3. So I went too far. $490.8. Hmm. 489.4. $491.2. Getting close. 49.9 went the wrong way. $490.7. $490.3, so went back down. 490.7. 491.2. All right, so it looks like that's it. Close to that anyway. 491.2. So what is that? That's 10,000 rate. Well, the tests, there's different heroes available for each one. It just takes practice. You'll do them all. It's just, you know, you'll do the test ones fairly easily, and then test 2 and test 3 will get a little harder. The only one that's really difficult is the throne room one. And that's not, like, super difficult, but it's definitely a little difficult. Alright, so I'll have to test those again tomorrow, but I've got points to move around. I'd love to get... What, a better brooch? That's a POS brooch, huh? I don't think I have a better one. I got a bunch of, I don't have any power rate brooches sitting. So maybe do some accessory farming today, some brooches and some bracers. But anyway, I've got a lot of heroes set up ready to go. I got the new DSTs ready to go. Of course, the shock beam won't be here tomorrow. We'll get that PDS, the plasma defense system. We'll replace it. And I've got a good starter set going on it. A little low on the rate, but actually, there's an upgrade right there. Is it worth losing? 80 power? It might be. Losing a little power. The range, I don't think, is an issue. I got range on a lot of stuff. Great power there. We'll have to look tomorrow and see. I use the Rogue all the time. The Rogue is one of my favorite DPS heroes to play. It's going to be really strong, too. I can tell you what you want for the Rogue. You're going to want to get the weapon from the summit. Where, like, you know, the weapon from the keep is really good situationally because it has Pierce. Oh, I'm not purging until tomorrow, Uzar. I mean, that I've already did a mini purge. I've got half my inventory available, so I probably won't even do a purge tomorrow. But the rune for the Rogue is so incredibly good. What's up, Soph? How you doing, man? But you're gonna want a Dragoon for that. I'll probably just throw this one on. The Dragoon gets a lot more benefit from the rune. Well, no, I mean Massacre. Like I said, nothing matters prior to Massacre, Dark Shadow. If you're not at Massacre yet, just play through the game. You don't need any fine-tuning, need any fanciness. They haven't said that it would get a change. I don't anticipate that one's going to get a change, to be honest, Aircath. It's extremely powerful. But it's exactly what Chromatic wants, and it's something that completely shakes up the game. The rune for the rogue adds poison damage on hit, soft, but it's per projectile. So with the Dragoon getting so many more projectiles, it ends up getting a huge benefit from that, the additional projectiles. Because the amount of damage is flat per projectile. So it was actually like a 20 million DPS gain, single target. Sludges are not getting nerfed, no. In fact, sludges have been acknowledged from Phil as being the crutch for players who can't get good. That's my words, not his. His words are, it's a crutch for newer players that are having a hard time breaking into the content. Yeah, Irradiate's its own thing. Irradiate is not a rune, of course. It's a regular passive. Oh, with that, there could be a change, yeah, but nothing's been confirmed. I agree there. Something there, a quality of life change would be so awesome for that one. Something I think will be done there, but what or if, I don't know. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about potentially nerfing it because it's so powerful. It doesn't matter what you have now, Dark Shadow. Just get to Massacre, man. Massacre is where all the stuff is. Just go to Massacre, ignore what is on all your heroes, only look at your stats and nothing else, and then get to Massacre and start getting gear. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. There, Aircath, no doubt. Yeah, the update's confirmed tomorrow. I put a video out on it just a little while ago on YouTube. But Chromatic posted it up on Twitter too. There is no special setups required to get to Massacre. Take any weapon, upgrade it, use that to get through the bosses and get to Massacre. It's not about your hero in any way. It's about your defenses. So make sure you got power, rate, and range on your builders. You know. All right. Now, what else did I already set up for? Well, I got my sniper cannon set up. I got the heat cannon set up. I got a strength drain or a monk set up in case I want to do any of the wall stuff. I got the slice and dices set up and switched over to power. Yeah, and don't do Act 4. Absolutely. Act 4 is not needed in progression. Wait to do Act 4. I mean, unless you just want to. If you want to, then of course you're having fun. The update is submitted to certification, so that's up to PlayStation and Xbox, and we don't know yet. It could be here tomorrow, or it might not be here till the next day. Might not be here till Monday on consoles. We don't know. It's all about... I mean, Sony and Xbox have been very quick about this. Here you go, Soph. I don't think Sophisticus saw that one. I got my new rogue down here, too. Spinisticus. You quit looking at it because how much damage your hero does has no factor on anything but boss fights, is what you do, Dark Shadow. You gotta listen to what I'm telling you, man. Can't wait for a summoner playthrough to Massacre. Yeah, it'll be fun. You're here. This is a tower defense game. It's not Warframe. You can get all the way through to Massacre mode without using a DPS hero at all, except for boss fights. You would need it to get past boss fights. But it's a tower defense game, you know. Anyway, I'm pretty set up with heroes. I just need to make the heroes. Another thing I wanted to do is switch accessories on. I think I just need to do accessory grinding today. We got power right there. Looks like I need a mask, I need 2 brooches, a mask, because I'm not going to be playing the Warden active anymore after tomorrow. I mean, I probably still will. But what do we need there? A mask and a brooch. I didn't have a brooch. I might have a mask, though. There's a power rate mask right there. Only 4 power and range, though. I would still gain over what I'm currently using there. I guess I shouldn't switch that until tomorrow. Pardon me. Like I got a bunch of mana regen, health regen stuff. It's like, oh, there's another power and rate mask. No rate on that one either. Well, I got 2 power rate masks good to go anyway. So I'm thinking today is going to be, what, Demon Lord and Throne Room. I zero-shot Ogre's Dark Shadow because I realize it's a tower defense game, and I set my towers up. I can have that. I can debate that one with you all day long, dude. You one-shot Ogres, I zero-shot Ogres. It's a tower defense game. Get your defenses set up, win the game. A strong DPS hero is something you work on end game way down the road. Just get to Massacre, dude. Just do it. Do yourself a favor. Unless you're having fun grinding, get to Massacre. Because that's where the real grind is. Uzar eats snacks and kills ogres? But what is the snack, though? What is the snack? Speaking of snacks, the wife is holding me to it this year. She's making me... I used to make fudge during the holiday seasons, like way back, and I've been lazy as hell the last few years. I haven't made it. But she's like, oh, this year you're making fudge. Just deal with it. I gotta bust out all the fudge making equipments. Alright, what do we want to do? Well, we might as well start with the Demon Lord, but how do we want to build it? We could do a lazy... Let's do a lazy... But that's not the game we're talking about, Dark Shadow. We're talking about an entirely different game. In Warframe, I am a parkour and mofo, but in this game, I fall off maps all day. So I can't say I'm a parkouring mofo in this game, because it's a completely separate game altogether. He hasn't, Merkham, but you're the second person that's asked, so I'm assuming Phil is aware. Phil, are you watching? Phil might be lurking right now. The Arcanist gear, crazy. Arcanist. What do we want? Let's start off with a super lazy build. Super duper lazy. Feel free to hop in and join, y'all. I guess I got to do it public for that. Come join the fun. Oh, there will no doubt be surprises. Without question. Phil knows we like surprises. He ain't no dummy. That's for sure. But there is no doubt Phil will throw in some surprises. No doubt at all. But I tell y'all, everybody wants, myself included, wants that overclock rune looked at. So I'm hoping you all were as vocal to Phil about it as you were, or as you are here. Because remember, I have no say. Phil is the big enchilada. The big enchilada. Let's see. How lazy can we get? Nobody joined. I went back and I did make it public. I guess everybody's waiting for tomorrow. That's the right thing to do, too. There's nothing wrong with playing something else today. There's no need to grind it all out. The grind will still be here tomorrow for everybody, you know? In fact, tonight I'll probably play some Soulstone Survivors. All right. Still cooking at the moment? Nice. What you cooking up there, Soph? Oh my god. He's double juiced. I think that's Dylan. Let's do it. Look up Smart Upgrade and Repair on YouTube there, Grubby. It was a feature that was added in a few months ago. I'll probably do a video this morning for returning players. Or tomorrow morning, I mean. This morning. It's going to be tough to get one out this morning. Spicy cheese dip and spicy chili. Nice. That sounds yummy. Definitely sounds yummy, yummy. So this map, of course, is guaranteed brooch. So we'll get a shiny brooch from this one. Ooh. Brought that one right over to it, man. You brought it right over. I'm sure we'll be all right, though. Oh, it's all good. It doesn't really bother me if nobody wants to play. Everybody's got their game on that can be on, so it is all good there. Then, like I said, knowing that there's a major grind starting tomorrow, it's probably a smart move to play something different today if you got game time to use up today. Play something different today. That way you're not all burnt out when tomorrow hits, because tomorrow it's on. It is on. You been playing COD all day? That's fair. I know a lot of people grinding that out. What, and didn't like Warzone 2 launch today? I haven't even played the original. Ooh. Don't want to lose all this mana. Not when I know I gotta rebuild. Thanks for following there, Sir Crazy. Appreciate it. All right. Get those back. All right. See what we get, what we gonna get. This is such a lazy build here. It's better to run whatever you have set up that you enjoy using, really. Sludge launchers are broken OP. They're the most powerful defense in the game. So, I mean, what's better is a relative term. Like, wisps are way lazier. Sludges are more powerful. So if you want something you can just slap down, you don't have to pay attention to aim or anything like that, then yeah, wisps are going to wreck it. If you want something that's going to be just a pure powerhouse, that's going to just mash through all the content, sludge launchers are insanely busted. But, I mean, no wrong answer. You know, use whatever you want to use. Oh yeah, for the keep, wisps, you gotta have a fairly decked out set of wisps to do the keep. You do it with sludge and blossoms, you can do it with super low stats, like 8k. Like 8k power. Or even sludge and wisps, for that matter, since you already have wisps going. Just add a couple of sludge launchers in and you'll wreck it. Well, I mean, to be fair, there, Merkham, those games don't even remotely compete with each other. I know there's a few Dungeon Defenders players that play COD games, but it's such a wildly different genre. The real sketchiness was when they launched the big DD2 update on Orcs Must Die launch day. That was just stupid. A direct competitor? I mean, come on. You know? But this one's not too bad. Yeah, you'll get it, Sir Crazy. It'll take you a few tries. You know, it's a tough map, but you'll definitely get it taken care of. Guess we'll, we want to rug it up. Or we want to just beast mode it. I guess we can rogue it up. But yeah, then on that same note too, I mean, remember like Warzone and games like that, the bigger AAA games, they're launching right now because it's just a smart time to launch, you know, right before the holiday season. It's definitely a great time to be launching a video game. More so even in a few weeks, once it gets into December. You squires, remember not to tank them on top of the wisps. Tank them over here or something, that way you didn't burn them all up. Looking forward to getting that spin to win rune too. Yeah, you can get 14k plus. I think the theoretical max is really close to 17k, but I don't know anyone that's anywhere near it. It would have to be God rolled every single item. And like I personally, I don't have a single God rolled item with perfect passives and perfect stats. I mean, I've got ones with the right passives and the right stats, but I don't have anything with perfect passives and perfect stats. Closest thing I have is a helmet on my Waller Squire. And it's missing. I don't even remember what it's missing, but it's missing something significant. I'm so stoked though, I can't believe it. Because like I said this morning, just a few hours ago, I didn't think that the update was going to be here until next week. But yeah, well, Phil getting it done. The grind will be on, that is for sure. Come on, Demon Lord, give us all some shiny brooches, please. We need lots of shiny brooches. You love Call of Duty, but you enjoy the grind more? That's fair. That's fair. And then you got World of Warcraft, too. World of Warcraft expansion hitting next week. I know there's a lot of Dungeon Defenders players that play World of Warcraft. And they're like, what the hell, man? Because retail gets that update, you know? Play WoW main screen, DDA on the off screen. Oh yeah, that's the true sign of addiction right there. All right, come on, bro, Demon Lord, hook it up. I'll get rid of this stuff so it doesn't make y'all's eyes bleed while you're looking at the loot. Let's see what you got, Mr. Demon Lord. Got some trashy miner gloves. Got a trashy steam robot. Got a trashy prop cat. Power and fort. It's at least got 2 builder stats. Clearly not the 2 I'm looking for, but that will probably be a usable piece. Junk there. Do this kitty. That kitty's real bad. Where's my gun? There it is. Crappy chimera shot too. Boo. Alright, let's do it again. One more time. Cat missing a stat is no cat of mine. We will have no statless cats. Missing vitality? No, thank you. Straight to the junk pile. I'm not even going to save that junker piece to give it away. It's that bad. Nothing, huh? We'll save. We'll save from here on. I don't need that bro. Actually, let's just get rid of these bracers too. They're an eyesore. All right. We want to build it a little differently. Build it a little bit more spawn campy. It'll make it run faster. I got traps. Who do I need? Infernos. Let's do that. It'll make it run way quicker. If I can build it without taking 2 months, of course. You'll get over a trill pretty quick once you get farming Massacre, Nicholas. I mean, you get like 100 million for doing, or not quite 100 million, but you get like 60, 70 million, or pardon me, billion, 60, 70 billion for every clear on like Magus Quarters and Endless Spires. Crazy, crazy cash. Yeah, Wave 100 stuff and Endless. You get big bacon for sure. Let's see. What am I missing? Did I just make that 4DU? No, okay. I got 7DU left. Oh, I didn't put buff beams in on the side. That explains it. Alright, take it easy there, Dark Shadow. Enjoy your day. We got 1DU left. We can just do this with that. Now this here will be a much spawn campier build. Well, the keep is not the map. The big map, the big gold comes from pets, not from the map. The keep you run like, you get like 2 billion a wave. So you get like 5 bill for a total, for a wave 23 start. But you know, open up and look at your pets. Filter by item power, and then look at the sell amounts. That paddle ball right there sells for 60 billion gold. This little wizard sells for 60 billion. That one, unupgraded, sells for 49 billion. So you run maps where those items drop. You know, the Monkey King's a good one. 27 billion on that one. Steam Robot, 35 billion. Little Bomber's pretty decent too. So you run the maps that have the valuable pets. And it's perfect for Netflix and chill too. Although you won't get any gear that you're really looking for. You can set up a lot of these maps really, really easily on survival and just semi-AFK it. And just watch Netflix or whatever and just let it run. Now, the loot will be crappy. Because you can't do it on... I mean, you could do it on Lycan King bonus waves, I guess, depending on your power level. But most people wouldn't be able to just Netflix and chill it. Unless they're decked out, of course. But yeah, you can end up making a lot of gold just while you're, you know, watching a movie or whatever. That's what I should do tonight, is get caught up on, like, Andor. I'm not caught up on Andor. I think I'm like 3 episodes behind. I could watch a little Andor tonight, probably, and run some maps. You're going to be in pretty good shape at like 13k there, Snovik. All the content can be cleared at like 8k for a main stat. But, I mean, if you want to really be decked out, you know, 12k, 13k, and you're getting in pretty good shape. You can do Magus Quarters and Ancient Mines pretty easy on Lycan King. I mean, to be honest, you can do like up to wave 50 on the keep. Today I do, yeah. I play all Dungeon Defenders games, Stanimov. DD2 has nothing for me to do, though, and this game has tons for me to do. Plus, it's getting a major update tomorrow. So yeah, today I like this one better. But play what you want to play, man. There ain't no wrong answer. DD1, DD2, DDA, they're all fun games worth playing. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it might only change super slightly, Nicholas, or it could go up significantly. You can actually play that one too, but you gotta get a emulator for a really old Android version. I can't remember who it was. Somebody in my Discord server gotten it running not too long ago. I don't remember what version of Android it was, but it was old. Started out playing Dungeon Defenders on your Motorola Zoom tablet? Oh yeah. What version was out in 2009? Was that first wave? Or you mean what version of Android was out in 2009? I don't know. I'm sure it'd be easy to figure out. Running around 2.23? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't remember it all. ...2009. What was I doing? I think in 2009, I was completely addicted to World of Warcraft. And played it an ungodly amount of hours. I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking I was pretty addicted to World of Warcraft then. What year did that Star Wars The Old Republic launch? You guys, anybody remember? I don't have any idea. 2013. Yeah, so 2009, I was definitely still addicted to World of Warcraft. The end, it was like December or November or something, 2013. Because I remember the month, I just didn't remember the year. But I was kind of winding down from World of Warcraft, and I was looking for a different MMO to play, and I started playing that right as it launched. And man, I tell you, that's as far as games that you started playing and then stopped. That one is my biggest regret out of every game, because it was so good. The stories and everything were just so incredible. But my son, that was right at the end for me in World of Warcraft, I think. My son wanted to put our arena team back together and get one more season of Gladiator titles. So we switched back over. I stopped playing Star Wars The Old Republic and switched back over to playing more WoW than anything else. That was like one of the hardest things to do, quit playing WoW. Oh, 2011. But yeah, I was still definitely WoW addicted in 2009. I was probably like in the height of my WoW addictness. In the height of WoW addictness. New words all day, today only. ...2013... See, I never played Guild Wars 2. My son played that. He was little kid. And, I remember him saying, Dad, come look at this. It's the coolest thing ever. And I went back to we had a little game room with our gaming machine set up in it. I went back to our game room and looked, and sure enough, he was downtown in some city with a huge 200-player choreographed dance party. And it was the best thing he had ever seen. I think he was probably like maybe 9 or 10. Something like that. Or no, 2013 he wasn't even that old. Or yeah, he was. Yeah, he had to have been 10 or 11. But yeah, funniest shit ever. And here I thought he had just like taken on a raid boss. Oh no. It was a dance party. And I got video to prove it. So if you're watching there, you little brat. He doesn't watch very often, but every once in a while he swings by one of my streams. If you're watching, I still got video proof of your dance party. Final Fantasy, they just do weird stuff with it. Like, you know, God forbid you go AFK while you're in a town. Oh, I knew what you meant. You go AFK while you're in that main hub and you come back to your computer and you got 3 bards playing Billy Joel music in your face. It's like, oh my God. And they're so forcey with it too. Just get right up in your business. Oh, I can't go back to WoW. For personal reasons. WoW was not good for me. I was a very, very much an addict. So I just can't do it. Trust me, it was so hard not to go back and play WoW Classic. I had people like really, really putting the hard sell on me with it too. My son put together like probably 50% of our guild. Got it back together to play WoW Classic. I couldn't believe it. I mean, people I hadn't talked to in a decade were sending me messages. WoW was one of those games that led to a boom in diabetes. I believe it. I do believe it. Alright, let's kill this boss. The boss. South Park was a good visual. I still remember that episode, that South Park episode. Make love, not Warcraft. Is that what it was called? So true to the time too, with the guy coming by to camp the kiddos in the low level areas. I never really got the draw of that. Like camp in the level 60 raid guild that was trying to get into Molten Core or Blackwing. Yeah, I could see that. You do that all day. But camping the kiddos that are trying to level up, everybody tried to level up at some point. That's irritating as hell, right? Mixed mode is better loot. You do survival for the cosmetics and for the potential challenge if you want to push to super high waves. And you do mixed mode for loot. It's not a massive difference, but mixed mode, Lycan King bonus difficulty versus survival, Lycan King bonus difficulty, it's about a 6% loot crease. You'll kill wild boars for the next 6 months. It's crazy. I mean, I guess that happens with every game, but I can remember my like my first level 60 taking me like, I want to say like 21 days or whatever. And then my second character was a mage, and I ended up getting the mage in like 13 days. And everybody was like, oh my god, that's crazy, 13 days. You must have really was speedrunning that. And what, WoW Classic launched and people did it in like 28 hours or whatever. It's like, my God, man. Oh, how times change. Got lost as to where to go. You max your current team. That was one thing they really did fairly well in World of Warcraft, where if you just ran to another zone or whatever, you could still get the quest line started there. In most cases, I think, without completing the previous. Or like, you know, when I first started playing, the guy that introduced me to the game, it was one of the guys I played Ultima Online with. And he wanted to play a orc, and I wanted to play undead. But we wanted to play it, you know, we wanted to play it together. So I ran my level 1 undead guy all the way over to the Barrens or whatever, and met up with him and started and just played through the Baron quest line or whatever it was with him. And then I think we both, like, after we got leveled up a little touch, we both ended up going back over to the other continent again to get in on some of the PvP that was going on. And shit, man, what was that? God, has it been that long? I can't remember the name of the region. The name of the region that was the first town you went to that had an Alliance camp in it and a Horde camp. Where Terran Mill was at. What was the name of that region? That's terrible. Can't even remember. I remember Terran Mill. And I remember going over and killing the people at the flight path at the Ally town so they couldn't get out. South Shore, yeah. South Shore is where you went to kill the baddies. South Shore was the name of the Alliance town. It was... what the hell is it? It's terrible. I can't remember. Oh, Hillsbrad Foothills. That's it, yep. The Foothills. Very memorable area. At the time that I was leveling and going through there was very, very healthy world PvP. Like every now and then there'd be a level 60 that came in and raffle stomped everyone. But for the most part, it was like lobby versus lobby, and it was the best fun. Lobby versus lobby. I think let's just do the same build. That was pretty chill. Boy, that's another thing I'm super excited about tomorrow. Get some of these runes going, and it's time to start doing unique builds again, y'all. How long has it been until you just, you know, weren't doing just a spam build? You're going to be able to theory craft your own new shiny shit in under 24 hours. That overclock, man. All right, Dylan. Thanks for swinging by, man. The rune grind will be on tomorrow. I'm going to start with Act 1. Anyone that wants to join in on the Act 1 fun. Act 1 is it has the LT rune. And it's got the DST rune. And it's got the Spin to Win rune for the Rogue. And those are 3 runes that I really, really want. And then I think after that, I'm probably... Well, after I get the LT rune, for sure, I'll probably move to Act 2. And I think Act 2 was where the overcharge rune drops. Like I mentioned, I'm going to put out... I usually don't like to put nighttime videos out because I know how Google notifications can be irritating. But I'm going to put out a video tonight to give you all some food for thought. And it's going to be all the rune drop locations and everything. I went through and got all the rune drop locations, and then Aramir was kind enough to put them all together onto a couple of images for us. Yeah, that got changed, Robert. It allows you to keep 100% uptime. Thanks for subscribing, Ian. Well, it's called Spin to Win is the name of the rune, and it gives you... reduces the cost of your spin by 50% and gives it a damage buff. So it hits harder, and you can keep the uptime on at 100% uptime. It's just going to be fun. Now, of course, I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to be grinding summoner stuff just because that's the new hotness. So my rogue probably won't get much play tomorrow, but it is a rune that I want when it's time to play with the rogue again, for sure. God, man, I'm antsy. Terrible. I'm an old man, for God's sakes. I'm all antsy like a little kid on Christmas morning. Been so long since we got an update. Or a big update like this. Definitely looking forward to it, though. But yeah, I'm going to put that... today's stream, since I'm going to go so long tomorrow I'll probably be live like 8 to 10 hours. So since I'm going to go so long tomorrow... Ooh, having a little connection issue there. Looks like it's smoothed out. Or hopefully it's smoothed out. But today I'm going to go for probably till about 5 o'clock. And then I'm going to put that rune video out. Just some food for thought for this evening. I'll put it out probably around 6 or so. Oh, with every piece of mana regen on my rogue, the uptime is not great. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but yeah, no, I'm talking keep it up for the whole wave. Spin around the whole wave. All right, Vitor, take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out. I done got spooted on. Spiders I'm going to prioritize for summoner towers. For spiders and archers. Archers are not incredible, but you get the archers for free, of course, just for doing the Arcanist. So you know what? Let's just upgrade this stuff. Wasn't expected to update so soon. I mean, it's never going to be exactly the same there, Snowvic. Don't sweat it, man. As long as you enjoyed the PTR and you got a little taste for things, don't sweat that, man. Basically, the summoner's a badass. I'll give you a TLDR. Shit, man, my connection is going in and out, in and out, in and out. Sorry for the frame drops there, y'all. The TLDR of the PTR is Summoner's a badass and is going to be super fun to play actively. Also has an incredible boost. Spiders are a meta addition to every single build in the game. So whatever build you do in the game and you add spiders, it's going to be better for it. The archers are meh, but they're only 2 DU, so if you got an extra 2 DU, you can throw them in. Ogres are absolutely beast mode. The lightning tower rune is incredible. The new EV defense, the PDS, is incredible. The flamethrower is incredible, but it's got trash range. I think that right there could sum up the entire PTR. As far as like a TLDR. Obviously, it's not a very detailed one, but... The overcharge rune, I forgot to mention that. That one is kind of a big deal. Spiders is guard gear. So you want to... That's why I've been farming guard sets for the last several days. If you look at my last couple of live streams, it's been all about getting guard gear, you know. It's a double-edged sword. What's that? No, I mean, what are you talking about? Spiders? What's going on there, Teddy? How you doing? Man, my connection is really having issues today. Oh, overclock. It can't do bad. If it's going to be in a situation where it's going to do bad, you just don't use it. You just don't use the rune, you know? The only way it can be bad is if you make it that way. And it's incredibly good. It's not known yet, Flexecution. It's in certification already, but it's up to Sony and Microsoft to get it approved tomorrow. If they get it approved tomorrow, then it will launch tomorrow, yeah. And they've been really good lately. So, I mean, I don't want to give you any false hope or anything in case it doesn't happen. But I think chances are fairly solid because it is in certification already. And like a lot of their certification process for PlayStation and Xbox on an update is super quick now. It's not like it used to be where it took weeks or whatever. So, I mean, I don't want to come right out and say it, but I think the chances of it hitting consoles tomorrow are probably pretty solid. I don't know. You know, I'm completely clueless in that. I know when it's a new game, it's very intensive. They actually look at all of the image files and everything and make sure nothing violates any political correctness and anything else. Like, for example, on the Switch, you know, when you heal yourself and you get that little... Like, if you're on PlayStation, PC, or Xbox and you heal yourself and you get that little red plus sign over your head... On the Switch, that plus sign was not allowed because it is trademarked property of the Red Cross or something like that. Or it represented the Red Cross or something, and Switch did not allow it. So it's like on a new game, it's a lot of little stuff like that. But for an update, I don't really know. I'm sure they don't get into it like that. Thanks for subscribing there, Jalen. Hell yeah, Teddy. Getting ready for the grind, man. Getting ready for the grind. Oh, really? Same reason Duke Nukem and Doom lost it on their medkits? I never knew that. But yeah, there's... So, I don't know. I have no clue. This update has no monetization. There's not a cosmetic DLC or anything launching with it. It's a pure free update. So I'm assuming it would probably be pretty quick. Like if it's something that's going on to the Xbox or PlayStation store, it probably has a different I don't know. I'm not sure what they switched it to. I think it's still red on PC and PlayStation and Xbox. I think that's just the Switch. I'm not sure. My Squire is too tanky to find out because he's just going to heal through any damage he takes. Let's look. Hit me! Hit me, damn it! They ain't gonna hit me. Oh, that Monkey King is why. The Monkey King was wrecking them all. I thought it was still red, though. Let me see. Let me take a little damage here. There we go. No, you're right. Yep, it is green. So I guess they changed it everywhere for that. Yep, definitely green. I rarely use that button. I try to set all my characters up with massive health regen. I hate stopping to have to repair. I like the rogue that you can just pop it on the run and it's a hot, you know? But the channeled heals, I try to never use them. I always try to get enough health regen not to have to worry about it. You know, now I'm curious too, though. Like, the best chance for that... Ooh, did we lose a wall? Or no, it's still there. The best chance for that LT rune to drop is on Magus Quarters. I think before I end the stream today, I want to do a Wave 23 start on Magus Quarters and throw a level 1 hero in the deck just to see how much it levels off of one run. Oh, I have no idea about DD1, if they updated it or not. DD1, I tried not to use that button for other reasons. It costs your entire mana pool. Hopefully the connection is smoothed out here. We dropped 2,500 frames like within a 5 or 10 minute period there. So hopefully I don't have any issues here. You know, I wonder how Subnautica got away with it. They're on the Switch, aren't they? Maybe Subnautica's not on the Switch. Because Subnautica, the little med kits have a red cross on them. Maybe they removed it just for them. Yeah, my connection is going really bad here, y'all. I might have to stop and restart the stream. I hate to do that, but I think I might have to. Restart my internet connection or something. Well, like I said, we'll see if it smooths out. Doesn't look like it is. Right now I'm at I'm streaming at anywhere from 1,300 to 12,000 kbps. It's like bouncing from 1,200 up to 13,000. So I do apologize if it's super choppy. Can't wait for the new AV1 codec to become more popular. Yeah, that stuff takes so long for it to get widely used. All right, Mr. Demon Lord. Time for you to give up the brooches. The brooches. Don't give it to me. You take it. All right, get wrecked. Did we go through all the way through 19 mil of a yellow bar? I think so. That was nice. Right. What do we want? We want guns, right? A rate and fort. Terabad steam robot. Another missing stat cat. And a trash tier brooch. Boo. Not a bad chimera shot for a starter weapon for somebody. Alright, let's... One more time, y'all. One more time. Just one more. Nah, that gun doesn't pierce. It's really good as a starter weapon. But, no pierce. Just the Demon Lord, or the Keep one pierces. It's good single target damage, though, for someone that doesn't have access to a summit weapon or a Keep weapon yet. I mean, as soon as you get the summit weapon, you're like, okay. But until then, you know. The summit weapon is better single target damage, and the Keep weapon is better for things like survival or whatever, where you might have to clear a pack. Remember, the Keep weapon pierces. The summit weapon's all single target. With the rune, the rogue rune that's dropping, the summit weapon is far, far superior to the Keep weapon for single target damage. Right now, it's slightly better for single target damage. But it's just, it's a big buff, that rune, to the Dragoon. It would probably not be best used, in my guess, Robert. Because a stray projectile hits another enemy, you're screwed. Well, on a piercing weapon, that was a big complaint. So that might actually get changed. Or maybe it gets fixed. I don't know. A lot of people were complaining about that, though. as far as the piercing weapon goes. You forgot to get reflect beam, man. Hopefully we don't see any mages or whatnot getting shooty. Shooty. I mean, that if they keep it like it is, then the Dragoon's just going to be far superior for the Huntress as well, you know? That'll be super easy to test, though. Get wrecked, all you baddie bads. I think that one... I don't know. I mean, how do you even fix that one? Because it completely ruins weapons, you know? Like any weapon that has Pierce, and debatably the Dragoon, so... It's 3 shots per second. It's 0.33, I believe. 0.33 or 0.34. It's 3 shots per second. Where the difference is it's 3 shots per second, but it's 5 projectiles. So that's 15 projectiles per second. And then the one from the keep is going to be like 7 projectiles per second. And with the rune being a direct damage buff, or not a buff, a direct damage amount, having it proc more often is massive. Like on the PTR on the dummy, it was like a 20 to 30 million DPS difference. You know? And then plus additionally, it's got the added benefit of stacking Irradiate faster. Now that's kind of trivial because it only takes a couple of seconds to get Irradiate fully stacked. But it does technically stack it quicker, you know? I don't know, maybe the Huntress, if they don't change it though, the Huntress go-to weapon will be this one, I think. Because you won't want to keep one because the projectile hits something else that screws your whole deal. And you won't want the summit one because of the Pierce. And then it'll be a matter of, is it worth? Compared to just using no rune and a better weapon. You know? That's something we'll have to test tomorrow. I didn't test that on the PTR. But that's something I should definitely look into tomorrow. Do I think Redux or DD2 is still worth playing, Jalen? I missed you there. Yeah, they're all worth playing. I personally would probably play DD1, the live version, and not Redux. But there's nothing wrong with playing Redux. But the live version is being actively developed again. It like just got a big official chromatic update. And as far as we know, there's more planned. Or hopefully there's more planned anyway. So I personally would probably say play the live game. But Redux is still there and it still has people playing it. So if you really want to play Redux, there's nothing at all wrong with that, of course. Let me throw that reflect beam here just for my own peace of mind. That, and remember too, I mean, the summoner's got 2 pets and is an awesome tower booster, so you can kind of dual farm the keep. Or not the keep, pardon me, on the summit, because I mean, there's not going to be anything wrong with using 2 gemstones on a boost summoner. The summoner has a rune that changes their flash heal to a tower boost. And it's good. It's not like just a crappy version or whatever. It's actually a good boost. It's right in line with the Apprentice's Overcharge. Oh, y'all shitting me, mister? Well, there's going to be some power creep for a little while. Phil acknowledged that. He said until part 2 of episode 2 drops, with the addition of runes, plus just the rebalancing of some towers, there's going to be power creep. So until, like, we'll get all this shiny new stuff and we'll be steamrolling for a while until that next episode or next update drops. And that update is actually, from what I understand, is coming along quite nicely. So it's not like it's bare bones edition. It's in the works too. Oops. Wondering why I was taking so much damage. My boost was off. So, I mean, on the power creep thing, it's got 2 sides to it. Some people will complain and say, oh, we're so powerful now, knowing that a new boss is on the way, but won't acknowledge that. But on the other note, it's going to be a really good time to farm to make your life a little easier, particularly if you're not in incredible gear. It'll be a great time to farm and make your life a little easier to get yourself into that incredible gear for when the new boss comes, you know? Almost like it'll be a short period of a catch-up mechanic for anybody that just starts playing the game. And I personally have no problem with that. I want the game to be healthy. I want it to have a good group of active players, you know? So if it requires some of those catch-up mechanics to be thrown in every now and then, I am completely fine with that. Hopefully this is the one. I think I might have a brooch in there I didn't look at. I think the second run, I don't believe I saw the brooch. I think I just auto-looted it. We got skellies, huh? They all over there. And they could potentially be all over here. Might make public multiplayer games more common to see. Yeah, for sure. I think just with trading being a thing now. I would love to say I think they would, Jalen, but it's more than that. It's like it would require a complete rebuilding of the game to do that. because there's been so much development, you know? Remember that all those years after the console stopped getting developed, not only was there official updates from Trendy, the community development team took over after that and put in an enormous amount of content. So, I mean, it would just be way, way more than just, like, it would be an entire fresh new report is what it would take. And that costs up lots of money. All the cash. I would love to say that I thought they were doing that, though. I think that would be so incredible. Yeah, console got heavy shafted. There's no other way to put that. Accurate description confirmed. The thing that's rough there, too, is, like, old Xbox numbers, you can actually get the numbers, the game sales numbers, kind of like you can on Steam, based off of algorithms and whatnot. Ooh. And now, granted, it was a Games for Gold for a month, too. But Dungeon Defenders 1 on Xbox had, like, almost 3 million downloads. 3 million. PC barely broke 2 million, I believe. And PlayStation, I don't think, broke 2 million. I don't know. It just comes. I hate to even bring it up, but it comes down to around to that whole proper remake thing. Yeah, Xbox turned into. See, that's the thing too. Is it wouldn't have that issue in today's modern era. Ain't nobody jailbreaking their Series X's or Xbox Ones, you know? Where with the 360, that was super common. People did it often. But yeah, it comes down to that whole proper remake conversation, which, you know, I hate to even get into that, but I think that, you know, as far as DD2 goes and DDA goes, now DD2 started development so long ago that I can't even really say it about DD2, but as far as the game's success and overall people's perspective of it, I think a proper, true, completely remastered rework of DD1 would have done better than DD2 or DDA, in my opinion, financially. I really think it would have. Could you imagine DD1's gameplay with DD2's art style and graphics? I mean, DD2 obviously runs like a potato, but could you even imagine? Everyone's stuck between MOBAs, MMOs, and Battle Royales? Yeah. I had real life friends play DD2 with me, and it was like, it took me forever to talk them into playing it. They finally played it, and we all played through the campaign together, and the campaign was over, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to start playing. And they're like, oh, yeah, it was a cool game. Thanks, man. We're gonna go back over and do this now. Like, oh, really? But yeah, it was real life people, real life friends that I worked with. It's weird too because a few of them played DD1 like quite heavily. For me, I mean, I love MMOs, but I haven't gotten into an MMO for a long time. But for me, it's like RPG style, like Stardew Valley, casual RPG type games, tower defense games. I like turn-based strategy games, even though I haven't played a bunch of them in a long time. I definitely like the newer action roguelikes, Vampire Survivors and stuff like that. But I find myself playing that stuff just very little. I mean, I've been talking, how many times have you all heard me in the last 6 months say I need to get caught back up in Warframe, and I still haven't done it. And there's been plenty of opportunity. You know? What's going on there, Rubik's Cube? I'm doing good, man. Update tomorrow, so just kind of doing a little last minute, some last minute shopping. Last minute shopping prior to the holiday. Yeah, episode 2 tomorrow, indeed. Hard stuck playing TD games and Heroes of Might and Magic 3. That's fair. That's fair. Oops, I guess I should actually play this TD game right in front of me and go smack this guy. I was hands off scratching my eyeball. Don't make us chase you, Demon Lord. He's trying to fly away on us. Right. Fort. Man, that's a pretty decent brooch, too. But, Fort. Boo. Come on, Steam Robot. Let me look at you. Ah, bummer. Let's see, we got another doo-doo kitty. Doo-doo kitty. Where is it? Where are my pews at? Here it is. Man, I mean, such a low roll. That would be a great starter weapon for somebody, but just such a low roll. Trashy gloves. All right, one more, y'all. One more. Just one more. And then I'll mix it up. Start up another group here. You all that are in the game now, though, feel free to rejoin. I just want to make sure to give anybody else that wants to an opportunity to pop back on in. Such a good spawn camp build, really. I mean, for the most part, you don't really have to work anywhere near as hard as any of us are. You can just let it run and watch for ogres. But just, you know, becomes habit for us all, just smacking everything. Especially with Squire being so meta. And let me tell you, tomorrow, every match you join, you're going to see double bomber summoners. It's just going to happen. And the world's going to be a better place for it. Just is. Oh, I missed some mana somewhere, huh? That's alright. I think we'll be fine. Oh, I didn't even get these in. Right. Speaking of, I think I'll little bomber it here for the first couple waves. New Warden defense is here to buff, but that's all right. The little bomber will do just fine. It should have an explosive and an inferno. Did I miss one of the traps? Looks like we got them both there. Oh, okay. I mean, I have missed traps before. That would not surprise me in any way. Yeah, explosive, inferno, and electric aura. Just shreds it. Get off my wall, mister. I think the loot filter is going to confuse people the most. It's not really confusing. It's just people are going to have a hard time grasping the multiple layers. The filter changes would be nice. I usually have my filter set so strict that it's not really going to affect me a whole lot as far as gameplay. But I know for a lot of people it will be a big time change. But I usually have stuff set really, really strict right now. I'll be able to weed out some of the junk accessories that I'm looting right now. Like I'll only loot godly accessories. But, I mean, that's usually only one or two things to dump off per run, you know? Slap a couple of upgrades in over here and over here. We'll be all right. I just got to remember to change to the Squire for next wave. You know what? As whacked as my connection is today, I planned on cutting it early today anyway, because I'm going to go so long tomorrow, and I want to get out another video tonight. But as wonky as my connection is, I may cut it way down today. Yeah, it just dropped all the way down to 800 kbps. I think what we'll probably do is I'll make this map, I'll probably make this map the last run. I hate to do it, y'all. I hate to do it. But trust me, you guys are going to be more hyped about getting a video about runes and loot filters and stuff like that before the update comes, particularly if you didn't play the PTR. See, we can't get some loot out of here first, though. Jeez. I personally am going to focus on the lightning tower, then the buff beam. And then while I'm doing the lightning tower, I'm also going to be getting DST and the rogue runes. So it's kind of a double dip there, is why I want to go Act 1 first. And then, you know, I'm not really sure after that. You know, you guys know I love using my wisps, so I'll probably go for that wisp rune relatively early. The summoner rune for the spiders and the one for the ogres, I want to go for very early. Tech with the sub, thank you so much. I do appreciate it a ton. So yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, it depends on like what your favorite thing is and what you want to shoot for right away. I'll be honest with you, I'm super jacked about the harpoons. I think harpoons are going to be really, really good. And I want to get that harpoon rune as well. So... But yeah, I'm having a terabad. No, the PTR's all closed now. To get the runes will be easy. To get 8 out of 8 version of the runes will be very difficult. They'll be super, super rare. But no, the PTR is closed. This is the live game here. Thanks for subscribing there, Morgan. I do appreciate you. Switch over to this fella. I don't have a recommended base stat video because the stats are pretty easy to understand in Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Like on every damaging defense in the game except for one, you want to do the exact same stats. And that's you want power, rate, and range on every piece, and then only upgrade the piece's power. Obviously, getting Fort on there too would be a bonus. The LT has some weird defense rate scaling that makes rate a little bit better, a little bit higher up. But pretty much, if it's a defense that does damage, you want power, range, and rate on it. The only thing that's really skippable in that regard is you could probably get away with having one piece without range on it, but of course you're better off having it. And then for passives, percent damage and power are the best passives, and defense rate would be the third best. And then once again, with the LT, it has a little funny scaling, and rate is better. So rate and power works best on the LT, and percent damage would be the third. But for every other defense, percent damage is 1, power is 2, and rate is 3. So you want power, range, and rate on all your gear, and then you want percent damage and power as passives. If you can't get that, then percent damage and rate, or power and rate. Now, with runes coming out, I will be doing a bunch of build videos because there's actually going to be a little more diversity between defenses and how to play with or use different things. So I'll definitely will be doing like build and hero spotlight type things like I did for DD2. Tomorrow, Ben. 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. It's almost here. How'd the wave durations change in the patch on the PTR? The way enemies come out, the entire schedule of enemies come out was changed. So the skellies are still there and still do the same thing, but there was two major changes. First off, they come out more steadily throughout the course of the wave instead of all at the end. But additionally, their respawn timer was reduced. It was 3 seconds. It got changed to 1 second. So with the skellies respawning faster, of course they die faster. So that smooths it out. The waves on the PTR were way smoother. So I think they'll bring in a barbarian class. I think they will eventually. Every Dungeon Defenders game has the barbarian in it. I can't see them skipping a game. And then I know that it was a fan favorite for a really long time in DD1. And it's one of the most commonly used characters in DD2. So, I mean, there'd be no reason to think that they would not put the barb in my opinion. But we will see. We will see. I'd love to see the Gun Witch for sure. I mean, you know, let's be honest. I'm greedy. I want to see all of them. I mean, I want to see a bunch of new heroes too. I don't want to just see the same old shit. But I'd like to see a ton of the old heroes, and I'd like to see a whole lot of new ones. You know? But I personally lean more towards new things than old things, because those games are still there. You know, if I want to run around and ice needle stuff to death for a little while, I can always fire up DD2. You know? If I want to run around and one-shot Falcon, like one-hit Falcon shot bosses or whatever in DD1, I can always fire up DD1. You know? New things, however, are new. Now, I do realize that, you know, a game IP has got to give it the familiar things from other games, so yeah, with that in mind, I want all this stuff. All this stuff. I'd like to see the Mystic. I'd like to see the Jester. I mean, the Gun Witch, I think, is a natural. Everybody would like to see. The Gun Witch is just fun, you know? Everybody'd like to see the Gun Witch. This one we got some crappy spawns, huh? Oh, hell yes. I'm gonna be using the Summoner so much you guys are sick of seeing me use the Summoner. Damn right I'm gonna be using the Summoner. Watch in a month you're gonna be back, Jonathan, saying, "Oh my God, would you please play somebody else?" You watch. You watch. Shadow Shot, what up, what up? Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. I think the Lavamancer, well, I mean, the arm is such a small part of that, Dylan. Jesus. But, yeah, I mean, I could see the Lavamancer. We got, finally, a kitty with all 3 stats, but a 328 upgrade one. I just got way better than that already. Still can't get the .33 Steam Robot. Craziness. Craziness. What do we got over here? No. Oh, there's the brooch. Another fort brooch. What the hell, man? What is up with all the fort brooches? Yep. Update launches tomorrow. Oh, the Summoner is a lot of fun. It was super fun on the PTR. I think you'll definitely enjoy it. I am actually having connection issues today, Shadow Shot, so you're actually, sadly, arriving right at the end. I'm going to be live about 8 to 10 hours tomorrow as well, and I wanted to get another video recorded tonight. So, with that in mind, I'm actually going to cut things short here today. PoE, Endless Delve, DDA patch, Soulstone Survivors, new patch. I saw that patch in Soulstone this morning. I don't even know what it was, though. I saw the download. Sadly, I didn't do anything this season, or this league in Path of Exile. I'll be live. The update is scheduled to be live at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so I should be live no more than 5 or 10 minutes past that. No problem there, Demon. Definitely swing back by tomorrow. Or swing back by later on, as I'm going to give you guys a little pre-night hype and a little food for thought on tomorrow's update. But anyway, y'all, like I said, a little bit of a shorty today. I do apologize for that. We're going to be going hard all weekend, though. You can count on that. And this season of PoE was crap. Got a cast on crit. Ice Spear running pretty well, though. Nice, nice. But yeah, anyway, y'all. I will be live all day tomorrow, all day Friday, all day Saturday. You guys aren't going to be you guys are going to get way too much of me here over the next couple of days. Because the grind is about to commence, y'all. This is all warm-up. But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Check back by on the channel in a couple hours. I'm going to put a little hype video up tonight with some interesting things to think about. But I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, y'all.